hi Instagram and hi Facebook, and welcome to my 5th career coaching drop-in session. Today I'm in a different setup, so I hope that you like it. Leave it in the comments whether you can see me properly or whether it's too bright or not. I just thought I would mix it up with a couple of flowers because yesterday it was the International Women's Day. So I thought flowers would be well recognized, and yeah, they just make me happy. So I thought I'd share this happiness with you. So for everyone who doesn't know who I am, my name is Lisa and I'm also known as JobCoachGermany, and I help you find and land the dream job that you would like to have in Germany. So let me just quickly explain to you whether you're right here or whether you're wasting your time. So if you would like to find a job in Germany, and if you are unhappy with your current job or with your current position, and you are looking for a new opportunity, and maybe you don't even really know what you want to do next, or you're transitioning from your current job to a job in Germany already, then you are right here and I welcome you, and let me know in the comments whether you're here and what your questions are. But you are wasting your time listening to me when you are already very happy and satisfied with your jobs and you don't need any help with your applications. And you're also wasting your time if you think that I'm a consultant or an agency that provides the job for you, and that a person that connects you with the right people where you want to have the job, then this is definitely not what I'm offering. So I have a huge network and I'm always happy to share my network with all of you. However, I am a coach. That means I enable you to do the job in order to find your dream job, which means that yeah, I'm basically a supportive person that helps you with your entire application process. And why am I actually doing this? My passion is lifelong learning and discovering all parts of the world, which is why I've been working abroad in different countries already. And I knew how difficult it was to find a job abroad. And now I just want to share with you guys how easy it can be to find a job in Germany, because I have been in the same situation. I've been abroad and looked for a job, and I was applying for jobs. I didn't really know how the process was going. So now I just want to share with you, being an expert in the German labor market, what I know and what it actually is that you need to look out for in order to prepare your documents properly. Hello, there are people joining. Hello, daydreamer. All right. Yes. So, and basically my vision is that everybody has a job that is fulfilling for them, and that you have a wonderful work-life balance, and obviously that yeah, I would like to support workers also that are being made redundant due to the digitization and robots being introduced into the workforce. So that's where I would like to help people with. And currently my mission is to help you all, to help international professionals to find a job in Germany by supporting you along the entire application process. That means I help you with cover letters, with CV, with mock job interviews, and I also help you with the adjustment of your social media channels such as LinkedIn, and in Germany, which is very important, it's Xing, or also known as crossing. So, and maybe you know me from Instagram, maybe you know me from Facebook. You can also find a couple of my videos from those career coaching drop-in sessions on YouTube. And what I'm sharing with all of you are inspirational quotes, book recommendations that help you with their preparation. I also give useful hints with regards to your job application, so where you can find the job, how you prepare your documents properly, and then also support during job interviews. which means I do mock job interviews. Maybe you let me know in the comments whether you know what that is. So basically what I do is we do like a little role play. So I am the HR person because I have been working in HR for over 8 years, and I have had several job interviews from the point of view of the HR person, from the recruiter, but also from the other side. And I just, during this role play, I would explain to you what the HR person or the recruiter is looking for. And then you are well prepared and feel more confident than when you go to the actual job interview. I also share tips and tricks for integration, which means where can you find language courses, what language courses are suitable for you, and then also I can help you with finding flats, where should you look for, and what particular things you should look out for, because obviously maybe you've heard of that, but if you want to go to a bigger city and live in Germany, then it might be a little bit difficult to find a flat straight away. So I've heard from people that are living in Berlin, for example, that they had to move like 8 times within 2 or 3 years in order to find a proper flat that they feel comfortable in. Yes, and then also the last but not least, what I am sharing with you guys is information about visa. So, but today, as I have announced already last week, I have a special topic that I would like to talk to you about, and it is the Skilled Immigration Act, which has been in force in Germany for just about a week. So it was passed on the 1st of March in 2020, this year. So let me just quickly have a look what happened here on Facebook. Something has happened. Okay, well, Facebook is out. This has happened before, so we will just go on with Instagram, and I just hope that you can, just send me your questions on here. That's fine. All right, and the Skilled Immigration Act is a new law that has been passed just over a week ago, and it's basically to regulate the immigration from people outside of the European Union. This is something that is very, very interesting because there have been a couple of changes that are for your benefit if you are from outside of the EU. It basically marks a new era of the German employment market, and so it's basically targeted towards people from non-European countries who wish to work and live in Germany. Basically, that means, would you like to come to Germany, live here and work here, but you are outside of the EU and it has been very difficult for you to find a job here? Then now it's getting easier. This act might be the perfect solution for you. So let's talk about what this act will change for all of you. Daydreamer, it's very nice to see you too. Thank you very much. And I also wish you a wonderful day. And then there's Ali as well joining in. Hello, just waving to you all. So what are the changes that have come along with the Skilled Immigration Act? Basically, Germany has a huge problem because we have currently a lack of around 1.2 million jobs. So 1.2 million jobs that have no applicants. 1.2 million jobs that are not filled. And this is your opportunity, right? So 1.2 million, that's a huge amount. So normally recruiters like me in my previous jobs, before I started working as JobCoachGermany, I was working with large-scale companies and I was working in the HR department, and you would not imagine what those applications looked like. So basically, I had staples like that, where there were applications from all over the world, and people applying for jobs. But basically, there was always a preference for German or EU citizens to be considered for the job. And now this is a little bit different, and you will see that in the benefits. But for specific jobs that are in huge demand and where we are lacking of skilled professionals, we have little or no applications that we can look out for, that we can screen. And that means we are in huge need of skilled professionals. And this Skilled Immigration Act, it basically creates a framework for targeted immigration from outside the EU into Germany. And it's aimed at people who are urgently needed by companies in Germany and that are, basically have a huge lack of staff. And Germany's federal government has estimated that in order to close this gap of 1.2 million jobs, this Skilled Immigration Act is supposed to enable people from outside the EU to come to Germany to work here and support our German companies. And they are expecting roughly 25,000 additional skilled workers who come to Germany every year, each and every year. So then at some point we will have closed the gap of 1.2 million jobs in Germany, right? So who is this law actually made for? Well, maybe you can already, maybe you can let me know in the comments whether you know anything about the act already, whether you've heard about it. I've shared in my Instagram stories a short link with a short video, and I will share that in my Facebook group as well again, so that you can have like a general overview what it's actually about. But who is this law made for? So basically it applies primarily to qualified professionals. That means, on the one hand side, either people that have a university degree or people that have completed vocational training and they have received a diploma or a certificate for that. So, and those are allowed to work in their field here in Germany. For me personally, I have worked in England before for a couple of years, and there I had co-workers who had received a university degree, but it had nothing to do with their work field. So basically I was working in, I was an intersection between HR and purchasing, and the purchasing colleagues that were working with me, they didn't have like a management and economics degree or something where they learn about negotiations, but rather like a degree in history or something else. So it's basically a degree that they have received from the university to show, okay, they are able to study, they are able to receive a degree, but it has nothing to do with the field they are working in. And this is something that is very special in Germany, because we have our degree and this is also normally the field where we are working in. And this is something that you need to consider as well. So if you have a special degree, for example, in management and economics, then you want to work in a management position, or you would like to work in sales and marketing or something like that, or you want to work in business development, then this works well, right? Or for example, you have a degree in IT, then you are looking for jobs in IT, right? It's not like you have a degree in history and then you want to work in HR, or you have a degree in social studies and you want to work in IT. This is not working in Germany. So you have to find a job in your field. And something that the Skilled Immigration Act is not supporting, or basically the people that are not included in this law are unqualified workers. So basically people without a degree or people without vocational training that has been recognized. That could be waitresses, bartenders, and production workers without any qualification. So let's have a look at what it actually means to be considered a professional or a specialist. So this Skilled Immigration Act makes it easier for university graduates and those with vocational training or qualifications to immigrate to Germany. And that means it's people that have studied in Germany, Yeah, so for example, you are a graduate with a German university degree, or you have studied abroad and your certificate or your degree has been recognized, or you have done vocational training in Germany and you have received your diploma for that, or you have a foreign university qualification or foreign vocational education and training that is comparable to a German vocation or to a German degree. And yeah, so basically what you need to look out for is also that there might be some things that you are missing out on. So you need to, there is a special process that you need to do. So first of all, you need to get your certificates recognized by the German foreign authorities. That is also called in German das Auswärtige Amt. And they check whether your diploma is equivalent or comparable to German occupational qualifications. Okay, and then the second step is that you have to have received a proper or concrete job offer from a company for skilled employment in Germany. I will go into detail a little bit later, but first of all, I want to tell you that if you don't have an employment contract yet and you haven't received a job offer yet, there is no time for panicking, so you don't have to worry about that, because actually there is something in Germany that is called the residence permit that is that allows you to stay in Germany for 6 months. So in order to find a job, okay, so basically you don't have to have the concrete job offer yet. It works easier and quicker, obviously. But during the time of those 6 months, job seekers can work up to 10 hours per week in order to find out whether you like the company, whether the company likes you, whether the employer and you are a perfect fit, a perfect match for each other. So it's kind of like a probation period, right? And yes. Okay. So Ali, do you have a question regarding job seekers? Okay. It's also basically maybe you have heard about the job seeker visa. Yeah. So this is basically what you're doing. 6 months time and you have time to find a job. Let's quickly have a look at those professions again that are in high demand. These are doctors, physiotherapists, nurses, IT specialists, engineers, craftsmen in construction, and experts in almost all fields such as aerospace, mechatronics, electrical engineering, energy technology, and all of the STEM professions, math, computer science, natural science, and technology, right? And then there's something special for all of the IT specialists amongst you. Because I know, and many of my clients are IT specialists actually. There is a particular need for IT specialists in Germany. Obviously, that's due to the digitization, obviously. And if you're an IT specialist, you don't have to worry whether you will find a job or not, because they will definitely offer you jobs and jobs and jobs. And I've had several clients that have been working in Germany as IT specialists, and they receive at least 10 offers a week, whether they for changing their job and work with a different company, just because the companies are lacking IT specialists. And the Skilled Immigration Act is actually offering something special for IT specialists, because they don't actually have to have training or a specific degree. For the IT specialists, it's also allowed to come to Germany and work here if you have several years of experience working in business as an IT specialist, okay? So let's have a look at the benefits of the Skilled Immigration Act. Maybe you've heard of the ways of coming to Germany and working here beforehand, but the Skilled Immigration Act has definitely brought up some more benefits for you. So now it's easier for you all from outside of the EU to enter the German labor market. The doors are open to any vocation, any job, any profession. Before that, it was more that your applications were screened, and if your job was in high demand, then your application was forwarded. But if your profession was not in high demand and we had enough workers for that particular field, then your application was dropped. Now this has changed. Basically, it means that any kind of job, any profession that you have, you can apply and work in Germany. So the doors are open for any kind of profession. Then it doesn't matter anymore, like I said, whether the jobs are in high demand or not. And what is the biggest difference is before this act has been passed, there was a preference towards German and European citizens and applicants when it comes to recruiting. So basically, if we had two applications, one was from a German or from the European Union, then we would prefer to look at that one and not at the application of the person that is from outside of the EU. And now both are equal, okay? So these preferences no longer exist, and applicants from all around the globe are equally screened. And what is something that is also very rewarding is that the Federal Employment Agency, that is called Bundesagentur für Arbeit in German, this agency basically checks for the work conditions. Obviously, inviting people from all around the world into our country, it could cause companies to look for workers that are willing to work at low cost. But this is something that this act has also covered, because the Bundesagentur für Arbeit is checking the work conditions. Basically, they are checking whether the salary is all right for that particular job. They are checking for the work hours, whether they are not exceeded. And then also they are checking for holidays or vacation days, because this is something that is very important in Germany as well. So, and then let's take a look at the process. So I said, first of all, you need to get your certificates recognized by the German foreign authorities, right? Das Auswärtige Amt. And they check whether your qualifications are comparable to the German standards. Then the second thing that you need to do, or the second step, is have you received a concrete job offer? Because then it's very easy for you to enter the German job market. And then there are several visas that you can use in order to come to Germany. So first of all, there is a 6-month visa where you can come to Germany and look for a job within 6 months. The job seeker visa, right? And for that, you need to have German skills at level B1. Okay. And also, you need to be able to provide for yourself. So you need to be able to, you need to have enough money in order to pay your rent, pay your food within these 6 months, right? Because you don't know whether you will have a job at that time or not. And while you are here, you are also allowed to take on trial hours. Basically, you can choose trial work for up to 10 hours per week, where you can get to know your company and where the company can get to know you, right? The probation period that I've talked about earlier. And then there's also an option for people that have only finished high school, for example. And that is an option for those who would like to proceed with their vocational training in Germany. So basically they have finished their high school with a diploma, and then they come to Germany and do their vocational training here. This is another option. So there are more people joining in here. Hello! Ja, Samans, it's always a little bit complicated to find out the names on Instagram, but it's very nice to see you here. Thank you very much for joining in. And so those people that have just finished their high school abroad and would like to do vocational training in Germany, there are certain aspects that you need to consider in order to be eligible for that type of visa. So you need to be under 25 years old, which is quite young in my opinion. And And then you have to have a satisfactory school diploma or a school leaving certificate. Yeah, it needs to be satisfactory. That's doable, right? That's okay. And then for this particular thing, you need to have a level B2 German. And oh, hello, Matthias. There are more people joining in. Thank you very much for joining. So obviously, if you want to proceed with vocational training in Germany, your German skills need to be higher. Okay, because you're not working in German, but you're learning as well. Because vocational training in Germany normally consists of a part working at the company and a part going to school and learning something there. And this is offered in German. So, which means, therefore, you need to have a level B2 German skill, right? And also, even though you probably haven't had a job before and you have just finished your high school, you need to be able to finance yourself, right? So when you're here in Germany and you are looking for vocational education and training, then you need to be able to provide for yourself during that time. Then there's another thing that might pop up. What if the German authorities don't recognize your degree to the full extent, so completely? There are parts missing or something like that. First of all, you will receive an overview with the skills that you're lacking of, and then you can still come to Germany and obtain the skills that are still missing. And for that, it's actually easier to come to Germany because you only need a German level of A2. And yeah, during that time, you can improve your German skills as well. And you are allowed to stay in Germany for 18 months. And in individual cases, even up to 2 years. Just in order to get the skills that are still missing in order to have a fully recognized diploma, right? Okay. So this is basically it for the Skilled Immigration Act. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments whether you have understood what I've talked about, whether there's anything unclear, if you have questions, whether your particular job is in need or whether your certificate will be recognized or not. There are specific websites that you can check for further information. And that is a multilingual portal that is called Make It in Germany. This is what you can check. Then there's a portal for recognition of your certificates that is called Anerkennung in Deutschland. And then also, of course, the German foreign authorities, what I also talked about, the Auswärtiges Amt. And feel free to leave your questions and your comments and send me a message on Instagram or on Facebook. And I highly, highly, highly recommend for you to join my Facebook group that is called Insights of JobCoachGermany. So insights of me and all of the experience that I've gained throughout the years. And this is where I will share all of the links that I've just mentioned. This is where I share documents, templates, and even more information on finding a job in Germany. Finding your dream job in Germany. And then also you can feel free to check out my website for blog posts and just simply information that is currently available and that might be necessary for you to know in case you want to come to Germany. And let me know if there are any special topics that you would like me to talk about. Something that is very important and that we will look more into detail are the different visas and also the education system that I will cover in the next couple of sessions in order for you to better understand how the German labor market is actually working. So thank you very much for joining in and let me know the questions that you have. I am always also happy to share information via direct message on Instagram because obviously applying for a job is a very individual thing. And feel free to contact me, and I'm always happy to help you, and I'm happy to see you. So, auf Wiedersehen und tschüss, and I hope to see you next week. Tschüss, bye.